Hello, friends and Toastmasters. I'm going to take you back to a day in 2003. It is a hot, sunny afternoon in Chennai. After my grade 3 classes, I take a school bus back home. Today is no different. I get out of my school bus in my small pigtails, carrying my shoulder bag with books. I see a tiny hand waving at me through the narrow openings of the patio door. It was my best friend and neighbor, Fatima. I wave back at her with all the energy that I can muster because my last class was PT and I had run around a lot. After some short, high pitched chatter, we decide to meet after the next hour. I get a refreshing shower and munch on some healthy snacks my mom had prepared. I then walk across the streets to Fatima's place. As I enter, the aroma of cardamom filled my nostrils. I find out that her mom was making pulao. Pulao is a rice-based dish that has vegetables like potatoes, carrots, and peas. Her mom yells out, "Fatima, can you go and get some salt from the store?" Fatima looks at me, beams a big smile, grabs my hand and some money from her mother's hand, and we are on our way to the store that is right around the corner. There is a stray dog on the street that leads to the store. And that was one of the main reasons why I never went to the store by myself. I either had a friend or my brother to go with me every single time. Today, that dog is not in its usual spot, and I heaved a sigh of relief. We reached the store and asked the shopkeeper, "Bhaiya, we'd like a pack of salt." He peers down at us from behind his counter, grabs a box, and gives it to us. We pay for the purchase and start walking back to her house, chatting all about our day. On the way, I see another friend and I stop to talk to him. Fatima says, "I'll go home, give the salt to mom, and be back." She waves bye and is on our way. I start chatting with my friend Rahul. Suddenly, I hear a soft, steady breathing sound. My brain goes, "I know that sound." My body tightens involuntarily and my heart rate increases. I see a thin, brown, angry creature moving out of the corner of my eyes. A high-pitched shriek escapes my throat. I run into Rahul's house. Not knowing what was happening, Rahul follows right behind me, and I shut the door with a loud bang. The only sound you hear now are the heavy gasps of my breath. Then I hear the dog barking loudly, followed by Fatima's scream. Worried, I peek outside the door and come back. I see the chase like the ones that you see in Fast and Furious, but instead, it's now the dog chasing Fatima. My overactive imagination goes on an overdrive, and I'm starting to picture Fatima lying in a pool of blood with her skin ripped apart. Brave Rahul walks outside and checks out the situation. He proclaims, "She made it into the house." I heaved a sigh of relief, and the adrenaline pumping through my veins started to calm down. Since then, I've had a deep rooted fear for dogs. Imagine my surprise when I came to the US in 2016. Dogs were friendly. They did not bite anyone. It was a cultural shock to me. Yet, I always held my breath when a dog crossed me on the road or in a supermarket or at parks. I realized that the years of mental conditioning that dogs are scary creatures is not easy to wash away. Once, on the Tom, Dick, and Harry hike near Mount Hood, my fear of dogs precipitated into me nearly pushing my friend off the trail. A white, black-eyed Siberian husky had crept up behind us and it caused me to involuntarily shriek. The pet owners tightened the leash. I apologized to them and we walked on after ensuring my friend was safe. It got me thinking about the cause of my fear and how I can overcome this knee jerk reaction. As a perfect solution, my close friends who were pet lovers decided to adopt a dog last year. I saw pictures of this furball. He was a cute black golden retriever who was only 4 weeks old when they got him. They called him Sirius. You'd get why if you're a Harry Potter fan. It was a bright sunny day in Hillsborough on May 16, 2020. The warmth of the May sun streaming through my windows was tingling on my skin. I was lounging on my couch, but in my deep thoughts. My mind was thinking back to the terrible incident of the street dog chasing Fatima. Clock was slowly ticking. I was planning on visiting my friends to meet Sirius. I drag myself to my car and drive to their apartment. I knock on the door with a lot of apprehensions. Knowing my fear about dogs, they open the door holding Sirius back. I enter and I see this cute bundle trying to come and smell me. I slowly reach out my hand with all the courage I could muster, and I'm controlling all my reflexes, which just ask me to shriek and run. He sniffed me for a bit and went away to his plaything. That day, I fed him and I even petted him on my lap. When I went home, I felt I had unlocked an achievement, similar to the feeling that you have when you summit a mountain. I have been trying to get over my fear of dogs for the longest time I remember. I was not sure if I got over my childhood fear of dogs ultimately, but meeting Sirius was definitely a significant first step, and I was very proud of myself that day. From this, I learned 3 lessons that I would like to share with you. First, the obvious one. Guess what? Dogs are adorable companions. Love them, fear them not. The second, you are never too old to set new goals and start working on them. It took me 6 years of trying to overcome my fear and pet a dog. The third, as you go through life, if you get evidence that challenges your previous experiences and assumptions, boldly challenge yourself to unlearn and relearn. Letting go of old beliefs is not always easy, but growth lies just outside your comfort zone. Heed not to your old assumption, but heed to new evidence. Thank you, fellow Toastmasters and friends.